Right then, part one of putting a PD130 into a T25. I'll try and keep this video short as I can, but giving you the information you need. So we're at the start of the process, so the information I may give you at the beginning may turn out to be incorrect. As I go along I will update. So what I've done so far, I actually bought two engines. I bought this one's out of a Mark IV Golf. It's a proper boy racer one. Apparently it was running 300 brake. It's got a hybrid turbo, came with it. I've actually stripped it down and it has got uprated head bolts, and it has been rebuilt. Looks like it's had some head work done on it as well, so that's pretty good. Done a leak down test and checked it all over and it seems to be perfect, to be honest with you. But suspicious as to why it was so cheap. I think I paid 300 quid all in for this one. And then I also bought a Passat longitudinal PD130. That's an ASZ. Can't remember what the Passat one was, but I bought the Passat engine because I needed the gearbox, so it came with it all. So basically I've got two engines for about, I don't know, I think I paid 500 quid for both engines with gearboxes and everything. I've made more back selling bits off that one when I stripped it for the bits and bobs, but anyway. So I've got all them. What I've got now is a conversion bit. So from Ultimate Engineering got the adapter plate. So this is the adapter here, and that allows this Passat gearbox to be mounted onto the engine upside down, basically. So to do that, there's people online that have got a router and then actually routed the top off it with a hand router, but apparently it takes an incredibly long amount of time. It's very loud. So what I did was I actually took it to a gearbox shop and asked them to split it apart. So they've split it, gave me back the top bell housing, and then we milled down the machined down the top. Basically you've got to take off the thickness of that so it can go on, and then that'll allow it to be turned upside down. And I took it back to the gearbox shop and they put it back together again for me and give it a once over. They charged me 100 quid to do that, so much better than me doing it myself because they got it done in a day. Then other conversion bits, that's a tower shift. Then you got the gear linkages here. You've got a engine mount for the rear of the gearbox. A breather kit, because obviously it's going to drain the oil upside down, so the breather lets it come upside down. Cable shift. This is a 5-speed box. I was going to go 6, but 3 different people said the 6 speeds blew up on them. I don't know if that's because the oil doesn't sit right in them upside down or what, I'm not too sure, but that's why I've gone for 5 anyway. So the one thing I'd say is these conversion bits and paying to have that taken apart and buying the engine or engines was probably 3 to 4 times more than the actual whole van cost me. So these bits aren't cheap. So plan now. I've got the flywheel kit here. This one is a Look. Oh, get you the number off it. 600 002900 is part number for this one, which is apparently the correct one. This is full flywheel and clutch kit. So I'm going to get that mounted up now, get the two together, and then I've got the drive shaft output flanges, adapters, which are here, sort of wedged in, so they'll adapt the drive shafts, so they'll swap over. And I've actually gone for the for mounting it in, I can't remember the angle now, 20 degrees is it, but basically it's going to be upright, so the original way it's supposed to be in an original car. So it does mean it's going to sit slightly too high for the engine lid cover, which isn't a problem because I've got the plinth like most people have. I'm going to just cut in and build up the top of the engine panel to accept that, and then box it back in and soundproof it so it'll be under here. And then yeah, I'm not actually that worried about putting it in, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be quite a relatively easy job because the engine bay is massive, because obviously it's going in longitudinal as well, plenty of space to work. So yeah, anyway, that's where we're at the moment. So I'll get this together and then do another video. Cheers.